Excuse me, is this true? You're not coming by for this year's Thanksgiving. What in the world are you thinking?
I didn't have a say in the decision. It was Tim who said he didn't want to go this year.
Once again, you're blaming Tim. He told me, because you seem to be busy, that he lied for your sake.
Did he truly say that? He told me that he also had plans. So he didn't mind me going to my parents' place.
Ashley, you're not serious. Do you intend on going back to your childhood home?
Yes. That was my plan. It's my day off work.
Then you could come by yourself.
What? Even though Tim's not there?
Yes. You said he already had plans, right?
I also have plans to go to my parents.
That's unnecessary. Who's going to pay for the fare?
But it's the only time of the year that all of my family can get together.
Aren't you supposed to be Tim's wife? Do you mean to put your own family's get together before your husband's?
No, it's just... I didn't see my family at all last year.
So? You are needed here, even if Tim won't be coming. Everyone's coming. It's the job of the wife to attend to them.
No, I won't be going this year. Not unless Tim is accompanying with me.
Don't talk back to me. Mary's bringing her children. You will be looking after them.
Why me?
Mary's exhausted with parenting. It'll be a good practice when you have your own children.
I don't want to practice on other people's children.
I know the word isn't accurate, but tending to babies might come in handy someday. Or what? Is there a reason you don't want to come to us so bad?
It's not like I don't want to go, but without Tim, I know I'll feel out of place.
What? That's absurd.
Is it though? And also, my sister just had a baby. I want to go see my family.
How can you be so selfish? You leave Tim all alone while you work all the time. You never come by our house.
Never? I pop in at least once a month for dinner.
That's the least you could do. I think it should be more often. Why? Because someone has to work pretty much every single day. We never get to see you.
There's nothing I can do about that. I have to make the bread.
As I said before, why don't you quit your job already?
It's not that easy. I can't just quit my job.
It's only handing in your resignation. You're never at home. You don't make the time to have children. No wonder Tim stay out late all the time.
If I don't work, there won't be food on the table. Tim uses up all he earns on his stuff. I can't make him stay home all day.
It's your job to keep the books as his wife. It's not like Tim earns minimum wage. He should be able to pay for living for two people. Aren't you the one spending it away?
I could never. I haven't even bought new clothes for a while.
Of course, wives should put their husband's needs before themselves. Everything comes before you.
What?
Besides, nobody would care whether you're in fashion or not. It's not like there's someone you want to impress.
No, there isn't. Never mind. There's no use in getting sense into you.
What did you say to me?
I won't be going to your place this year, and that's final. I need to be getting back to work.
Hey, wait. We're not done with this discussion. Ashley? Hey, why aren't you home yet? Both Tim and I are starving.
What? Are you at our house right now?
Of course. You said you two weren't coming home for Thanksgiving, so instead I came to you.
But wait! Didn't Tim have plans to go out today? I have to go to my parents' tomorrow.
Oh, don't worry about that. I already contacted them.
What? You called my parents? What for?
I told them that I was coming to yours this Thanksgiving. So Ashley won't be traveling words for word.
What? You don't get to do that!
You don't get to decide whether or not you'll go see your parents. Who do you think you are?
Who am I? I made plans with my family. How dare you cancel them?
You dare defy me? You are the one who married my son. Therefore, you are obligated to listen to his mother.
Yes, I married your son. That doesn't mean I have to do everything you say.
Oh, yes, you do. From now on, you'll answer me, yes, ma'am, or nothing else.
No way. I am not your slave. I declined your offer months ago. I cannot allow you to dedicate my life.
Do not talk back to me. Shut up and listen to my orders.
Nope. I tried on many occasions to make you happy and put your demands first. I don't need your permission to go to my freaking parents' house. Stop acting like a brat.
You're the one acting like a brat. All you need to do is what I say you do. You are my son's wife after all.
Doesn't make me enslaved to you. Why don't you have some bonding time with Tim? I will be seeing my family as scheduled, and you can't stop me.
Huh? That is not allowed. Who will make us our meals in the meantime?
You can cook yourself. There's some stock in the pantry. That should last you a few days. I don't live there just to make dinner.
Oh, don't be cheeky with me. Your husband's mother came to see you, and you won't even try to make me feel comfortable?
Without coming announced, canceling my plans without permission. And also demand to take care of you? You're not the Queen of Sheba.
I make the rules in this family. Your job is to do as I say.
I'm sorry. I can't be your obedient servant that you want so badly. I changed my mind. I'm going straight home to my parents. Make yourself at home.
Now wait a minute. You're not coming home today?
Nope. I have my work stuff with me. I left clothes at my parents' that I can wear. I'll be heading back after Thanksgiving.
The hell you are? You do not understand the consequences?
What do you have in mind?
I'll tell you if you say change your mind and come home.
No, thank you.
What?
I would rather have fun with my family than being enslaved. Have it your way then. Tim too. My present shan't spoil your fun.
Fine. Do whatever you want. Don't come crying to me afterwards.
Okay then.
You're coming back today, aren't you?
I arrived just now. What's going on? It seems like Tim's stuff are all gone.
That's right. Tim and I moved out.
Tim and you?
We were talking about it for a while, living together.
How come I haven't heard of this?
That is because this is the first time I'm mentioning it. Oh, and I have a message from Tim. This is all your fault for leaving me to myself. If you want to know where I am, you'll accept us on living together.
Huh. Is that so?
You see, I live alone. And with you never at home, if Tim and I live together, it'll take the burden off his shoulders. I already took care of him by myself this past week.
Right. Too bad because I can't do that.
Huh? Why not?
Tim has a girlfriend, you know. Someone younger and prettier than me.
What? A girlfriend? You mean he's having an affair?
Guess so. I'm thinking on getting a divorce.
Divorce? Wait, I've never heard of this.
Tim thinks I don't know about his girlfriend. In reality, I've known about it for quite some time. Will
Wait, how? What? I don't understand. What are you going to do about it?
you keep it a secret from Tim? You know he has temper issues. Me bringing the news will only make him stubborn and not agree to the divorce.
Then what are you going to do?
Can you tell him for me? To make him agree to getting a divorce? It'll make him easier to introduce you to his girlfriend.
What?
I looked into his phone. She's actually nice. Although she's still a student, she also works part-time. She said she wants to live together after getting married. You might as well get your wish.
Really?
Yes. And she loves to cook. She seems to even pack him lunch on occasion. To be honest, I'm not comfortable in the kitchen. I'm strong-headed. Or so you describe me when we get together. Who knows? You two might actually get along.
That may be so, but are you sure about this?
I think it's best for all of us. She might give birth to 3 grandchildren that you desire. She's younger and healthier than me. You said you wanted to hold Tim's child in your arms.
I did, but...
Then do not tell a word that I know to Tim. For your future and your grandchildren's future.
Fine then. Now that I won't have to see you again, I'm starting to miss you.
You're just tired from moving. Don't mind about me. Get some rest.
That's the only quality about you that's worth. But there's no use anymore, is there? You both don't love each other. It'll only hurt you more.
I guess. Thankfully, most of the appliances are still left behind. I'll start a new life here.
Okay, I'll talk to Tim about the living situation.
Thank you. If you can get him to sign the divorce papers and send it to me, I'll take care of the rest.
I'm really sorry about everything. We should have talked sooner.
Take good care of the new girl. She's a catch.
I will. You take care of yourself.
You too. Thanks for sending the papers. Now we're officially divorced. This is really goodbye.
Good. Tim didn't want to go through with it, but I'm glad I was able to persuade him.
Me too. I'm thankful for that. Finally, I can have my freedom and have a life of myself.
Yes, and I can actually get ready living with my son and his new wife. I've got loads to do.
Yeah, I got bad news for you.
What? What do you mean?
I mean, she's still married, so the wedding won't be happening anytime soon.
What? Married?
Uh-huh. A double affair, if you will. And she's not intended on getting divorced. You know how it is.
Just wait a minute. You said she wanted to live with us.
I lied. So that way, you'll be able to get Tim to agree.
You lied?
Didn't think it'll work out this smoothly, though.
How dare you? You manipulated me?
Indeed I did. But Tim seems serious about the relationship. Buying her tons of stuff, from his earning, of course.
Uh-huh.
The only reason he got to have a normal life until now is because I worked day and night to put food on the table. While at it, your son seems to have acquired quite a debt.
Debt? My Tim?
Yep. How much was it now? About $2 million?
2 million?
The numbers increased by the hour.
Wait. This is a lie too, isn't it? He goes to work regularly.
He does, but he spends his salary only for his own activities. There isn't a penny left in his bank.
What the...
In a nutshell, There's no way it'll work out. Unless you're intended on providing him food and shelter.
I can't do that. Impossible.
I should think so. You never worked a day in your life. Taking care of a debt-ridden son charged with alimony? Impossible, to say the least.
Alimony? What are you on about? You got your divorce. You're also taking his money?
So, it's my right as an ex-wife.
You never hinted on charging for alimony. That is just dirty.
No, it isn't. You made fun of me all these years. Threatened me when you moved out.
So that we could live together.
It was perfect timing. I've been trying to get that trash out for a while now.
You fool! Don't you dare call my son trash.
What else then? A normal man wouldn't be debt-ridden while having a double affair.
There must be a reason for that, like you weren't compatible with him.
Me? Lol. I've been working my ass off to keep ourselves alive, putting my needs afterwards, and you're making this my fault?
It always is. If you would earn more, he wouldn't have to borrow money to survive.
Why do I have to pay for his lover's needs? Are you insane?
Are you insulting me? How dare you?
How dare me? I am dead serious. I endured your bossiness, my husband's affair, all for this day.
Have you known this all along?
I sure did. When was it? On our 2-year mark? I knew it the whole time you picked on me. The whole time your son was unfaithful to me.
I was a good mother to you.
All bad mothers say that.
What do you mean by that? I know you meant it with malice.
Like I'm going to explain it to you, lol. Nevertheless, I am so glad I got this over so smoothly. Thanks for your cooperation, really.
No way, I'm not allowing this. You are not getting divorced, and you will pay off all the debts.
Not my responsibility. The trash made his own trash to deal with, and the divorce is already finalized. The only time you'll hear from me is to discuss about the alimony.
No way I will allow this.
As I said before, I don't need your permission. Get mad all you want.
I am coming to your house. Stay there.
Oh, I moved out today. I don't live in that house anymore, lol.
What? Where did you go to?
I don't need to tell you that. You're just a stranger.
Yes, you do. We're moving in with you.
Oh, that's scary. I'll be calling the cops if you ever show up.
You little...
I already talked with my lawyer. No matter how long it takes, I'm getting that alimony money. You should know I can be persistent. Don't come crying to me. Okay?
No, wait. Please reconsider this, Ashley.
For a while, I got texts from both Tim and his mother. It all stopped right after the text. My girlfriend's husband came over. That has kept them busy enough. Tim's girlfriend refused to get divorced and dumped Tim right on his ass. No matter how long it takes, I am getting that anomaly money from him. I now live with my dog in my new house, something I couldn't do with Tim around. I love my new life now.
Hey, honey, were you expecting a delivery? No, not really. Why? Yeah, I figured. I saw several packages piled up in front of the door when I returned from the grocery store. All of them have been sent from some Australian online shop. I sent them an email, but it's past midnight over there, and I don't think they're open during the weekend, so it may take some time. That's odd. I definitely haven't ordered anything online since I got the Christmas presents. I did get a bunch of them from a bunch of different websites, but I definitely remember ordering several items from Australia. Perhaps it's a surprise gift from a friend or a family member? After all, Christmas is in 2 days. It's too big of a coincidence. Well, I guess that's possible. This is why I hate surprises. They could have at least warned us to look out for the surprise packages arriving soon. But there are 7 different boxes on our front porch, James. 7! On the bright side, at least we haven't been targeted by porch pirates this holiday season. That's the real Christmas miracle. I know, right? I wonder if I should open them. What would Australian Christmas gifts even look like? Didn't they technically have to celebrate it in summer? Would it be like Santa and flip-flops? I've seen a few of those around. There's only one way to find out. Okay, I'll be brave and open them. Hopefully it's not some cruel prank. Well, I did see a delivery truck on the surveillance footage from this morning, so at least they weren't left there by some random people. Oh my god! I'm speechless. What is it? Did you open them? Yes, but give me a second. I have to open every box to make sure. Bethany, you're scaring me. What was inside the box? A garden gnome. What? They're all garden gnomes, and not just any garden gnomes either. They're obscene garden gnomes. What does that even mean? How could a garden gnome be obscene? They are wildly inappropriate. I should put them back into their boxes before Sandy sees them. What kind of a sick joke is this? They know we have a child in the house. Could you send me a picture before you hide them? I want to see them with my own eyes. Wow, that is hilarious. James! Sorry, honey. I know they're a bit inappropriate, but you have to admit they look pretty funny. Okay, fine, maybe a little. But we can't let anyone see them. What will our neighbors think? That we are a fun, edgy couple? I'm almost certain they'd call child services if they saw our daughter anywhere near these things. No wonder the sender didn't want their identity revealed. Once I find out who thought this would be funny, I'll have a serious talk with them. Maybe they didn't know we had a toddler in the family. Well, they know our names and our address, but had no idea we had a child? If that's the case, that automatically excludes all our friends and family members. Maybe it was one of your coworkers then? I doubt it. They're all too professional to send gag gifts to their manager's house. Well, then maybe an old friend from school? That might be it. You know, I have another theory, but it's kind of far-fetched. What is it? You said they were purchased on an Australian website, right? What if they were sent by your uncle? He still lives in Melbourne, doesn't he? I remember you saying he enjoyed playing pranks. Maybe he decided it was time to resume sending annual Christmas gifts. My late Uncle Duncan? I don't think there are delivery companies in the afterlife, James. What do you mean? When did he pass away? My mother said he passed away 5 years ago, soon after his last visit on New Year's Eve. Did I forget to tell you about this? Mom said he suffered a fatal heart attack. You did say he had a heart attack, but I didn't think it was fatal. He must still be alive. I'm pretty sure I talked to him in September. I asked him for advice on a project I was working on. That can't be right. Are you sure? I swear I'm telling the truth. I sent him an email asking for help, and he replied. That is so bizarre. Maybe it was somebody else using his email? Wasn't he living alone? Besides, the advice was specific to his field of work, and he signed his name. I always assumed he stopped contacting us after the big fight at the dinner party. I didn't want to meddle in your family affairs, so I accepted the fact that he was out of our lives. Sorry, what fight? I don't recall anything like that happening. Did he leave early to catch his flight? I overheard your mother arguing with him upstairs when I went to fetch the wine glasses. He left in a hurry as soon as he came down. I just put 2 and 2 together. Wait, so you're saying Mom lied about his death? It's a possibility. But he hasn't called or texted once during these 5 years. He didn't even congratulate us on the birth of our daughter. I know we weren't super close, but if he were truly alive, wouldn't he have made some effort to contact us? I don't know. Maybe my mother-in-law can shed some light on the situation. Okay, I'll go ask her. Oh, also, I forgot to get the bacon. Could you grab some on your way home? Sure. Thanks. Mom, we need to talk. What is it? Oh, don't tell me you won't be able to make it to our annual Christmas dinner. Every year, the guest list keeps getting shorter and shorter. No, that's not it. I wanted to talk to you about Uncle Duncan. What about him? Oh, I suppose it's been nearly 5 years since his passing. My poor, poor brother. Are you sure he really passed away? What kind of question is that? That's very disrespectful. Is he still alive? Did you lie to me? Did I lie about my brother's death? Why would I ever do something so disgraceful? Okay, then maybe you were also lied to. How did you find out about his passing? 5 years ago, I was contacted by local authorities in Australia. They told me he passed away from a heart attack. Really? Because James says he talked to him a few months ago. Oh no, that's impossible. Maybe he meant he talked to him during some sort of a seance? What? Well, how else would he have spoken with him? It's been 5 years. He would have appeared by now if he were alive. Do you have his death certificate? No, I don't. Do you have any proof at all that he's actually dead? Any records that show that call really did take place? Well, no, but can't you just take my word for it? I'm going to attempt to contact him. No, don't do that! You can't mess with the spirit world, Brittany. You might end up getting cursed. Mom, what are you on about? I'm going to try contacting him using his phone number and email address. If that doesn't work, I'll look him up using his address. I'll get to the bottom of this. I knew this day would come. I can't believe he had the nerve to contact your husband. So he is alive? He may be alive, but he's still dead to this family. What are you talking about? He did something unforgivable. At the New Year's Eve party? Yes. Well, technically speaking, he didn't do it at the party, but that's where he admitted to having done it. How'd you know? James said he overheard you arguing with him. What did he do? He admitted to stealing from our family. He stole your college fund from us. What? How? He donated it to some orphanage. God, I'm fuming just thinking about it. I told him he was dead to us and asked him not to contact us anymore. I can't believe he failed to honor his word. I'm so confused. Please, just forget about him. It's his fault we couldn't afford to send you to a nice college. Who knows, if you'd had a chance to get a good education, maybe you wouldn't be a housewife right now. Mom, we've talked about this a million times. I'm the one who chose to stay home and look after my daughter. It had nothing to do with my job or education. I just want to be a good mother to Sandy. Was I a bad mother to you because I worked 2 jobs to provide for you? Is that what you're saying? No, of course not. I appreciate your sacrifice, but your situation was different. You had to do that because Dad was too sick to work. James has a great job. He can afford to take care of us. What if he gets fired? What if you get divorced? You should always have a backup plan. I do have a backup plan. Really? What might that be? I'll move in with you. That's not funny. I'm being serious. I'll move in with you until I've found a stable job. Would you turn us away? Of course not. Well, that settles it then. I can't believe we're fighting right before Christmas. This is a disaster. It's all Duncan's fault. You could have just told me the truth from the start. And you would have agreed to cut him out of your life? For donating my college fund to poor orphans? I get why you're angry, I do, but I'm still a bit conflicted. I'm sure those orphans needed the money more than I did. And I did end up dropping out of college, so maybe it was for the best. Okay, then think about it this way. What if I took Sandy's college fund without telling you and donated it to a random homeless shelter? Wouldn't you be enraged? I'd be angry, but not angry enough to tell her you'd passed from a heart attack. You're being unreasonable right now. I'm being forgiving. What better time to forgive people than Christmas? Maybe we can reach out to my uncle and try to reconcile. You can do whatever you want, but I'll never forgive him. Fine, I'll reach out to him on my own then. Fine. Uncle Duncan, this is Bethany. How are you doing? Oh, hello. I'm doing fine, thank you. Sorry, I know we haven't spoken in years. No, I get it. Oh, I would be angry too. How have you been? Well, I spoke to James briefly about a work matter a few months ago, but I was scared to ask about you for fear that you still hated me for what I'd done. Oh, we've been wonderful. We welcomed a beautiful baby daughter 4 years ago. Her name is Sandy. It's fantastic news. Congratulations. I wish I'd known sooner. I'd have asked James to get us something in my name. I've been honoring Tori's wish to stay away from her family, but this year I'm hoping I'll finally be able to reconcile with her using a special Christmas gift. A special Christmas gift? Could you tell me what it is? It's the money I owe her. I've been working hard to save up enough to repay her. I was planning on sending it to her this Christmas. I'm not asking for her forgiveness. I just want to make things right. I told her I'd do this 5 years ago, as soon as I realized what I'd done. But I guess she didn't believe I was being serious. Sorry, what do you mean by as soon as you realized what you'd done? Well, honest to God, I had no idea I'd given away your college fund all those years ago. I only realized when she brought up that old box in our parents' attic, and how mad she was that the movers had lost it. As soon as I realized, I apologized and told her I was the one who donated the box to an orphanage, not knowing its true value. She kept the money in a box? Well, no, she kept the toys in the box. Toys? Yes, her rare Beanie Babies. Back then, I had no idea what they were. I just assumed it was a box filled with our old toys. Oh my God, that was my college fund? I'm at a loss for words. Could you do me a favor, Bethany? I've recorded a voice message apologizing to her. Once she receives the money, could you have her listen to it? I want her to know that I'm truly sorry. Sure, I can do that. Thank you. I'll email it to you. All right. I'd also love to send some gifts to your family. Do you still live at your old place? We do, yes. I'm guessing you haven't sent any surprise packages to us recently then? No, I'm sorry. As much as I wanted to, I knew you wouldn't be pleased to hear from me. I understand. I wasn't trying to make you feel bad about it. Thank you for telling me what happened. Sure, no problem. Mom, seriously? Beanie Babies? I see you've spoken to my brother. Yes, I have. That's why you cut off ties with him and lied about his death? Anyone could have made that mistake. They were just some old toys. Some old toys? Everyone knows what Beanie Babies look like. Nobody in their right mind could have looked at them and thought they were some cheap plushies. Why should I give him the benefit of the doubt just because he's a guy? Stuffed toys aren't gendered. He should have known better. Who said they were gendered? He did! Not directly, but what else could he have meant when he said he couldn't tell them apart from regular toys? I mean, I can't tell them apart from them either. That's because you grew up in a different generation. Okay, if you say so. Anyway, did you tell him I told you he died? No, I didn't. I felt bad for him. He's clearly been feeling remorseful all this time. Remorse is not enough. I worked so hard to collect those things. He stole your future. I'm doing just fine. But you could be doing better. With that money, you could have attended an Ivy League school. An Ivy League school? Mom, I barely graduated from high school. Higher education isn't for everyone. I'm perfectly happy this way. You don't have to lie to me, Bethany. I know this has been your dream since childhood. No, it's always been your dream. I'm sorry, but you can't expect to live vicariously through your children. What are you saying? You know what I'm saying. I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to do it, but this is the life I chose. I have no regrets. I see. So that's how you feel. Anyway, I'm sure you'll soon see that my uncle has repented. I highly doubt that. You might even invite him over for New Year's. Why would I do that? I'm just saying, never say never. Well, I know for sure that I'll be only inviting you and your family. You are still coming over for Christmas dinner, right? I've been looking forward to seeing my granddaughter. I got her a million gifts. Yes, we'll be there. Thank you. I know we have our disagreements, but we're still family. I care about you more than anything else in this world. I know, we care about you too. And I'm sure Uncle feels the same way. I'm not forcing you to apologize to him or anything. I just feel like you could try a bit harder to see why he did what he did. It's not like he did it on purpose to hurt you. He didn't even throw them away. He donated them to an orphanage. I guess he did call the orphanage and try to retrieve the box as soon as I told him what was inside. It's not his fault they gave the toys away to random kids. I don't know, maybe I was a bit too harsh on him. I'll think about wishing him a Merry Christmas this year. Well, that's something. I'm sure he'll appreciate the gesture. You can call me Sherlock Gnomes because I've cracked this case wide open. Have you? I heard people hated your movie, Detective. Sandy loved it, though. That's the only critic whose opinion matters to me. Aren't you sweet? So, who's our culprit? It's the very critic who loved my movie. Our daughter. How's that possible? I decided to check PayPal just in case, and I managed to find the transaction. I guess she clicked on an ad when she was playing with my phone and accidentally ordered the gnomes. The website may have been founded by Australians, but the shipment came from somewhere in Kentucky. We need to be more careful. How did she even bypass authentication? This is the year we started using 2FA. We really should have done that long ago. Those mobile app ads are no joke. Maybe we should start paying for ad-free versions. We could do that. We could also get some more old-fashioned toys for her. Sorry, I really don't want to think about old toys right now. What's wrong? She likes them, doesn't she? She does, yes, and I think we should totally get some for her. It's something else. I'll tell you the full story when you get home, but I found out the reason my mother and uncle had a falling out. Now I'm intrigued. I don't know if I can wait. Can't you tell me over the phone? Okay, I'll give you a call. All right. My uncle ended up paying my mom the amount he owed. After she got the money and listened to his heartfelt apology, Mom decided to forgive him. She also admitted that she went a bit overboard with the whole faking his death thing and that maybe she should have sold off her stuffed toys long ago and kept the money in her bank account. In the end, they both forgave one another in the spirit of Christmas and family, as they put it. We invited Uncle Duncan to spend New Year's Eve with us. It was a fun party. We bought a few regular toys for Sandy and upped the security of our important online accounts. We wanted to return the garden gnomes, but for whatever reason, my mother found them hilarious and asked us to sell them to her. I'll never understand her fascination with weird collectibles.